What we think about God determines how we'll respond to everything else. How we think matters. It's why I plan this whole year to focus on how we think by diving into who God is and how to study His Word effectively. To kick off this year's focus, I want to introduce you to my friend Lori Hatcher's latest devotional from Our Daily Bread Publishing called Think on These Things, 60 Devotional Thoughts for Renewed Peace. I had the great blessing and honor to cheer Lori on as she wrote each devotion, and she gave me an advance copy of the book. I already have it, but you can get your copy today because it's officially being released today, January 7th, 2025. I asked Lori if I could share a selection from her book with you. So without further ado, here is Lori. Actually, here's me sharing from Lori's devotional. An Invitation to Think on These Things by Lori Hatcher. When you hear the word peace, what comes to mind? Busy toddlers napping, bringing silence to an otherwise noisy home? Or an absence of relational conflict in your marriage, family, or church? Some might picture peace at the end of culture or global war. Reverend Billy Graham noted the word peace is used in the Bible in three main ways. First, there is spiritual peace, peace between God and man. Second, there is psychological peace, peace within. Third, there is relational peace, peace among mankind. Every believer has experienced the first kind of peace, spiritual peace, made possible because of Christ's death on the cross. If we've confessed our sin to God and surrendered our lives to His control, we stand before Him forgiven and free. We won't fully experience the third type of peace, relational peace, peace among humanity, until Christ, the Prince of Peace, ushers in His eternal kingdom. But what about the second type of peace, psychological peace? Do you long for it? Wouldn't you love to experience deep, abiding soul rest? Don't you wish you could sleep with nothing troubling your mind? Or laugh from the depths of your soul, unhindered by fear or pain? Do you envy the unbridled joy of a child and long for those carefree days? Must we wait until Jesus returns and banishes sin and sorrow from our world forever before we experience this kind of soul-satisfying peace? The Bible tells us we don't have to wait until heaven. We can experience peace right now. Philippians 4:8-9 tells us how. Finally, brothers and sisters, whatever is true, whatever is noble, whatever is right, whatever is pure, whatever is lovely, whatever is admirable, if anything is excellent or praiseworthy, think about such things, and the peace of God will be with you. Romans 12:2 calls this being transformed by the renewing of your mind. Ephesians 4:23 describes it as being made new in the attitude of your minds. Scripture assures us that peace is possible when we seize the reins of our mind and point it where we want our thoughts to go. We can take captive every thought to make it obedient to Christ. 2 Corinthians 10:5. If you long to experience the peace that will keep your heart joy-filled and secure, I invite you to join me on a 60-day journey to think on these things. You will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on you. I'm grateful to have been a small part of Lori's bringing this devotional to the world. It's one that I know that we're going to return to year after year because she really encourages and challenges us to think biblically. If you want to learn more about Lori and her writing, then I encourage you to go to her website, lorihatcher.com. The link is in the show notes. So now let's go out and think on these things, all things that are true, noble, right, pure, lovely, admirable, excellent, and praiseworthy. In other words, let's think on Christ and his very great promises in his word. Thank you for joining me today. If you like what you heard, share it with others, hit the subscribe button, and write a review on your favorite podcast app. I'm Jean Wyland, but it's all about Him.